everyone. All right. We are trying to go live right now. And we need people to tell us if we are really live. Gina, help us. Help us, Gina. I'm not. Here we go. Wait. I think we might be live this time. Instagram family, tell us. Are you there? Come. Tell us that you're there. It's been a long 45 minutes of trying to find you all through the depths of Instagram. I think 2 people are watching right now.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
No, they're coming in. Here they are. Write us some comments now. Instagram.
Fabulous.
Friends, family, please. I see Jake Flute. I see the dreaded flutist. I think that you're the good morning, good evening, says the dreaded flutist. Look at this. It's here.
Awesome, awesome.
Welcome, Instagram family. We've been looking for you desperately because we want to talk to you about the practice note. So, hi, I'm Heather Neuenschwander from Flute Specialists, and I am so beyond excited to still be here with
Bryce Smith, aka Celestial Flute.
We recorded a wonderful Instagram live. It was so great talking about the practice flute, the practice notebook.
Right.
And you all weren't here for it.
So we love technology because, sometimes when you want it to work, it just completely disappears. But that just gives us another opportunity to speak with you all. So I'm Celestial Flute. I am a flutist. I'm a teacher and administrator and also a social media influencer. And we want to talk to you about this fabulous resource. It's called the Practice Note. And it was created by my friend, Gina Luciani. And you can purchase this beautiful book at Flute Specialists. And so let's dive in a little bit.
Yes, let's do it. So I was saying earlier that I got this book because I really wanted to check out this wonderful practice journal. And a number of my students actually use this for our lessons. And I think it's absolutely great, except here is my secret that is no longer a secret because I think we're really actually live this time. But I have not filled out any pages for myself yet. And I am really hoping that Bryce today, Celestial Flute, can help me get started using my practice notebook.
Absolutely. So immediately when I received this book, I was thinking, this is so professionally done. It's gorgeous. It's chic, and the colors are gorgeous. It's full of purples, pinks, and greens. And as a flutist, I love colorful things, and it helps keep me excited in my practice. Mm-hmm. But one thing I particularly like, and I was speaking with Gina, she and I were talking about goal setting. And so she really centers this book around goal setting. Now, I love goals. I have a ton of goals, but sometimes I think so quickly that I forget to write them down. Not anymore. They're all here in this practice note. So another thing, so she separates each month. So it's in 4-week segments. And what I love is that she gives you a little bit of encouragement. First, we start with here we go. Whoop. And after 4 weeks, she's encouraging you. Look at you. Look what you're doing. And I think for me and as flutists in general, after all of our hard work, we really like to sort of have that pat on the back. Mm-hmm. So I love that. And I'm going to dig a little bit into what each week talks about. So I did start my book, if I can find my page. There we go. I did start my book. And look how clean each of those segments are. So what Gina has is first our warm-up section, which is important, our scales and etudes, which I am just such an avid flutist for etudes and scales. Repertoire. And now what I love especially, this is how you know we are flute players. There are 2 boxes for repertoire. And Like for me, I'm going on a tour, a collegiate tour, and I'm playing Bachianas Brasilieras and Moving On by Rhonda Larson, different pieces such as that. And there are a lot of pieces that I'm working on. And it's good that I have it written down because I won't always remember. But she has an empty spot here at the bottom. Now, if you're like me, you have a lot of auditions and interviews for like professorships or different orchestras. So I use that space in particular to prepare excerpts or remind me what kind of excerpts I want to play, like Firebird or Voliere.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, she really checks in. It's a very it's almost like a yoga notebook for me. She has a check-in here. How am I feeling this week? Now, for me, I was feeling exhausted.
I understand.
And she also has a section where you can talk about your goals.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I write a lot of notes. I call my thoughts like popcorn thoughts, if you will. But if I don't write it on a piece of paper, it's going to completely escape me. So I usually say let the paper hold it. So I'll put all these important notes. They don't always have to even be flute related. Did I turn the stove off? Did I feed my cats? Things like that. But for me, what I wrote today is day 54, 100 days of practice, speaking with Heather, with flute specialists about this awesome practice note. And texting another friend about which part I'm playing on Mahler 4. Because I'm going to forget. But I like that because it's all here in one source, and the size here. So it's not a large notebook. It fits right into your flute bag, and I'm going to compare the size with another notebook that I usually write my notes in. Now, which one fits better in your bag when you go to the airport? So that's another thing that I love about it. And one thing in particular I would like to add as we're chatting, let me see if I can find the page. Yes, so she gives you tips on how to practice. God forbid you have an injury, she gives you different tips how to work through that. Let's say an audition didn't go so well. She helps you see a different perspective and really teaching us that everything is about learning and growth. Let's see. And then pages. So she says before we even begin our practice journey, there's a segment, what are my strengths? What do I want to improve on? Everything. And what are my short-term goals for the next 4 weeks? And so you get to fill out one of these every 4 weeks. So, and it really gives you a glance at what you've been practicing. Is it even, well, let me think. Does it even connect with what you're trying to practice in the next 4 weeks? So sometimes we might spend all of our time on excerpts and then realize we didn't practice any of our repertoire for lessons. So this just really keeps it very clean. So I wrote my strengths as tone, technique. I'm a quick learner. One of the things I want to improve on is like mental clarity and like mental peace while I'm practicing, because we think so much. And it's right there, because I guarantee after this conversation, I'm not going to remember what I wrote. But when I take out my flute and I go back to Gina's book, I'm like, that's right.
That's
So, yeah, that's a little bit about the book. And I just think Gina did such a wonderful job at creating this. I'm just so impressed. I can't praise it enough. It truly is fabulous.
So I want to make sure we give our offer to all of the viewers watching today, because this, I'm going to take mine away so they can see it bigger, but I think you can still hear me, right? Can you still hear me? Great. So this is the practice note, and it is normally $47, which is an amazing price for how much you get from this practice notebook. But we are offering you 20% off if you use code celestialflute. Easy to remember, of course. And you see all of these beautiful colors on the screen, and you know it's Celestial Flute. Use that code at Flute Specialist website. You'll get 20% off. And we have these cool Flute Specialist pencils here. We'll include one for you so that we can get you started using your practice notebook. I just realized I wasn't actually on the screen showing the pencil. I will do that. I want everyone, though, to see the 20% off using code Celestial Flute. You've all had a chance to take a screenshot, right? Okay. Hold on, I'm coming back. Here I am. So we will give you a pencil so that you can join along with me, because I am writing today's date. Today on live is the 23rd of February, and I'm writing that down. It's a Friday, which honestly, I always think of things starting on like, it has to start on Monday or the week has to start on Sunday. But you know what? Friday's perfect for my life, really.
Absolutely.
And starting the weekend. So I'm going to start this now. It does not matter what day I started on, right? I can start any day.
You can start on any day, and that's really comforting, because I'm the same way. Sometimes I think, well, it's Tuesday or it's Wednesday, and I can't start this until perhaps Sunday or Monday. So how am I going to get through this? And then when Monday comes around, you know, your motivation to start the book kind of diminishes. So she's prepared it where we can start any day of the week. If you skip a day, it's still right here. So you won't feel guilty, because you'll still have all of the information that you wanted to work on, even if you happen to miss a day or two. Yeah.
I need that. So I have put today's date. My flute is already out. I'm not kidding. And I have music. I have to practice. I have rehearsal Monday, and I have got to prepare. So I'm really excited. I'm going to write down all of the things I know I need to work on. I'm going to set my goals. I'm going to use my Flute Specialist pencil, and then we're going to send them to you all. Get this practice notebook. I think, Bryce, I think it's going to like transform how I play. What do you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you're going to have fun doing it. In fact, there's a line underneath where you're putting all of the repertoire that you want to play. Did you play something fun today? So sometimes our practice material is so rigorous and we really want to get it absolutely perfect. Now, I personally find all of that really fun, but it's really important. Play a melody that really speaks to you. You can even improvise, play whatever, beatbox or whatnot. And so that in and of itself, combined with your very focused practice, just leaves you feeling elated, if you will, that, you know, you got to get everything you needed done, but you also took some time to just have fun. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. I see someone already says they ordered the book. That's amazing. You will not regret it. And I want to know what fun things people are practicing. I think that they should post and tag us and tell us what fun things they played and take us through the journey. I'm trying to decide what fun thing I could play today.
Yeah. So awesome.
So thank you so much, Celestial Flute, for coming live multiple times. This evening. The sun has set since we've been together, which is great. There's no fabulous time to be spent. No more fabulous time to be spent than together talking about wonderful flute things. I have my coffee here because I'm the only one that drinks coffee this late. But here we are.
Me too. We're twins.
We are. And I say, cheers, friend. I'm actually going to drink some. I am so excited to get started with this. I appreciate you walking us all through this. And remember, Flute Specialist website, code Celestial Flute. What last thing do you want to say?
Thank you for allowing me this space to speak with you. And I love Flute Specialists. It's such a wonderful company, very family-oriented, flute family-oriented. And I feel really blessed to work with you all. So thank you.
Everyone, let us know what else you'd like to hear us come live about, because this was fun. We'll do it again. Thank you all. Thank you, Bryce.
And thank you, Gina.
Thank you, Gina.